season 12 literally changed my life. So let's see a video.
Darci Lynne Farmer captured the hearts of America with her charm, talent, and gentle Oklahoma accent. From a shy girl performing with puppets to a nationally recognized star, she embodied innocence and creativity. Her rise on America's Got Talent seemed like a fairy tale filled with applause, golden buzzers, and the admiration of millions. But behind the spotlight was a story of perseverance, pressure, and growing into her own voice. Darci's journey is not just about winning a competition or performing on big stages. It's about finding courage, expressing oneself authentically, and standing up for personal growth. It's a tale that reflects the complexities of fame, the challenges of creative industries, and the strength required to remain true to oneself while navigating the expectations of the world. Early life and childhood. Darci Lynne Farmer's story begins in Oklahoma City in 2004, where she was born into a supportive, close-knit family. Even as a young child, she exhibited quiet intelligence and a natural inclination toward music. Her parents, Clark and Misty Farmer, often described her as thoughtful, introspective, and deeply sensitive, qualities that set her apart from other children her age. While many kids gravitate toward boisterous play, Darci found comfort in more creative and expressive activities. She often sang to herself or entertained her younger brothers, exploring music and performance in a private, intimate setting. This early preference for smaller audiences reflected her natural shyness, but it also revealed the early seeds of artistic curiosity. Participating in church talent shows provided her first glimpse of performing before others, allowing her to explore expression in a safe and supportive environment. These early moments were formative. Darci began learning how to connect emotionally with others through her voice and performance. Her parents' encouragement was instrumental. She was never pressured to perform, but gently guided to pursue her interests. This environment fostered both confidence and security, giving her the courage to experiment creatively. Although shy, Darci displayed a natural artistic sensitivity that hinted at her potential, suggesting that even in ordinary, everyday moments, the foundations of a remarkable talent were quietly taking shape. These formative experiences, rooted in love and encouragement, ultimately prepared her for the spotlight that awaited her in later years. Discovery of ventriloquism. At the age of 10, Darci discovered ventriloquism, a talent that offered her a unique way to engage audiences while still preserving a sense of personal comfort. This art form allowed her to project her voice and personality through puppets, effectively creating a playful distance between herself and the audience. It was both empowering and liberating. She could command attention without feeling overwhelmed by direct scrutiny. Inspired by renowned ventriloquists like Terry Fader, Darci realized that she could tell stories, convey emotions, and entertain people in a way that felt natural to her shy personality. This discovery ignited her imagination and introduced her to the idea that performance could be a medium for self-expression rather than a source of anxiety. With her parents' unwavering support, she devoted herself to developing this new skill, practicing the intricate coordination of voice modulation, timing, and character development. The process of learning ventriloquism was more than a hobby. It became a transformative experience, channeling her nervous energy into confidence on stage. Over time, Darci's shy demeanor was complemented by a burgeoning stage presence, and her puppets became extensions of her own personality. Ventriloquism not only provided a creative outlet, but also shaped her early artistic identity, offering her a safe yet exciting path toward public performance. It allowed her to cultivate skill, emotional nuance, and storytelling ability, setting the stage for the remarkable achievements that would soon follow. Early training and mentorship. Darci's journey into ventriloquism was further refined through mentorship with experienced ventriloquist Lisa Bonacisti, who provided structured guidance and expert advice. This mentorship was instrumental in transforming a naturally talented but inexperienced child into a polished young performer. Lisa helped Darci master the subtleties of voice control, breathing, articulation, and the coordination required to animate puppets convincingly. Beyond technical skills, the mentorship emphasized emotional expression and stage presence, teaching Darci how to captivate audiences without relying solely on novelty. Hours of practice in front of mirrors, repetition, and constructive critique were integral to her growth. These sessions cultivated a blend of discipline and creativity that allowed Darci to convey emotion through her characters while maintaining authenticity. Importantly, This training also helped her overcome lingering shyness, translating hesitation into confidence and poise. Darci's commitment was rooted in more than just ambition. It reflected a sincere desire to communicate with people, tell stories, and connect meaningfully through performance. The mentorship provided the tools she needed to transition from local performances to larger stages and competitions. It also instilled a sense of professionalism, emphasizing preparation, patience, and perseverance. This early guidance laid a foundation that would support Darci's future successes, proving that talent paired with dedicated mentorship and relentless practice could transform potential into remarkable achievement. First competitions and local performances. Darci's early public performances began in local settings, including fairs, talent shows, and events like the Cinderella Scholarship Program. These opportunities were pivotal, allowing her to gain experience performing in front of real audiences while navigating the nerves and excitement that come with public exposure. Despite her youth, she captivated audiences with her technical skill, charm, and unique ability to bring puppets to life, leaving observers surprised at the confidence and poise of such a young performer. Each stage experience helped her refine timing, character interaction, and audience engagement, gradually building resilience in high-pressure situations. These performances were also validation for her hard work and dedication, offering tangible evidence that her talent resonated beyond her family and mentors. Her parents played a critical role throughout this stage, managing logistics, travel, and practice while providing emotional support and reassurance. The combination of encouragement, structure, and opportunity helped Darci embrace her craft more fully, turning moments of anxiety into lessons in confidence and adaptability. These early competitions laid a foundation of skill and courage that would later allow her to perform on national television with poise and authenticity. More than anything, these formative experiences shaped her mindset as a performer, one grounded in hard work, resilience, and the joy of connecting with an audience, no matter the size of the stage. Breakthrough on national television. Darci's first major national exposure came on Little Big Shots, where she performed with her cowgirl puppet Katie. Her rendition of I Want to Be a Cowboy Sweetheart immediately captivated viewers, showcasing both her technical skill and her infectious charm. The performance highlighted her ability to combine musicality, storytelling, and humor, leaving audiences and judges alike impressed. The clip quickly spread online, gaining millions of views and propelling Darci from regional recognition to nationwide attention almost overnight. This breakthrough brought both opportunity and scrutiny. She was suddenly navigating the expectations that come with media visibility while maintaining her focus on the craft itself. Despite the new pressures, Darci displayed remarkable maturity for her age, handling interviews, appearances, and feedback with poise. This period demonstrated the power of combining innate talent with authenticity and professionalism. Darci's story resonated with audiences not just because of her skill, but because she brought warmth, personality, and vulnerability to the stage. This exposure was a turning point, illustrating that her journey was about more than winning applause. It was about touching hearts and demonstrating the potential of young talent when nurtured with care, creativity, and dedication. It set the stage for the next, even bigger chapter in her life, America's Got Talent audition. Darci's 2017 America's Got Talent audition was a defining moment in her career, where she performed Summertime with her rabbit puppet Petunia. The performance was a perfect storm of technical skill, emotional resonance, and natural charm, captivating both judges and the audience. Simon Cowell, known for his critical eye, called her a once-in-a-generation talent, reflecting the rare combination of artistry and stage presence she possessed. The audition went viral, becoming the most-watched AGT clip at the time, and earned her a golden buzzer, catapulting her directly into the live shows. This moment was the culmination of years of practice, mentorship, and personal growth, highlighting the patience and dedication behind the effortless magic viewers witnessed. Beyond the applause, the audition showcased Darci's ability to connect deeply with an audience, projecting both vulnerability and confidence through her puppetry. It marked a transformation from a talented child performer to a nationally recognized artist, signaling that her artistry had the power to transcend age and stage size. The audition not only validated her abilities, but also opened doors to professional growth, national recognition, and a demanding schedule that would test her resilience and adaptability. It was a moment of triumph that balanced hard work with the joy of pure creative expression, serving as a launching pad for her subsequent career. Winning AGT and overnight fame. Winning America's Got Talent made Darci the youngest star in the competition's history, a remarkable achievement that brought both acclaim and immense responsibility. Her victory was celebrated nationwide, symbolizing not just talent, but the joy and optimism of youth. Overnight, she transitioned from a promising young performer to a household name, appearing on television shows, talk shows, and tour stages. While fame brought admiration and opportunity, it also demanded constant energy and focus. Her schedule became packed with rehearsals, media appearances, and travel, requiring both discipline and resilience far beyond her years. Despite these pressures, Darci remained grounded, anchored by her family's support and her own dedication to growth as an artist. This period taught her lessons about responsibility, public expectation, and the realities of professional performance at a young age. She began to understand that success in the spotlight involves not only talent, but also the ability to maintain composure, handle criticism, and adapt to new situations. Her experience of overnight fame illustrates the duality of recognition, the exhilaration of achievement alongside the challenges of sustaining balance, authenticity, and personal well-being while navigating a high-profile career. Life on tour and media attention. Following her AGT victory, Darci embarked on a nationwide tour, performing in packed arenas while balancing schoolwork and interviews. The schedule was intense, requiring her to travel frequently, adapt quickly to new venues, and maintain high-quality performances each night. Media attention intensified, with television appearances and public engagements adding layers of scrutiny to her personal and professional life. Each performance demanded not just technical skill, but poise, emotional expressiveness, and the ability to engage large audiences consistently. Through this experience, Darci developed remarkable discipline and resilience, learning how to manage the physical and emotional demands of being a young performer in the national spotlight. Her parents played a vital role, ensuring that she remained supported, grounded, and cared for amidst the pressures of fame. This period reinforced the importance of preparation, adaptability, and emotional intelligence, highlighting the realities of performing at a professional level. It also deepened Darci's understanding of herself as both a performer and an individual, teaching her the balance between audience expectations and personal fulfillment. Her journey during this stage was about more than touring. It was a profound period of growth where she honed her craft, matured emotionally, and embraced the responsibilities that accompany national recognition, managing childhood and professional growth. Balancing the dual demands of childhood and a professional career was an ongoing challenge for Darci Lynne Farmer. While most children her age were navigating school routines and social development, Darci faced an entirely different rhythm, balancing homeschooling, extensive travel, rehearsals, and high-pressure performances. Homeschooling provided the flexibility she needed to maintain her education while accommodating a demanding performance schedule, but it also underscored how unusual and intense her life had become. Beyond academics, she had to manage expectations around appearance, tone, and stage persona, learning that performing was not simply about talent, but also about consistency and professionalism. This unique environment required Darci to develop maturity far beyond her years, cultivating adaptability and self-discipline in ways most children never encounter. She learned to negotiate the delicate balance between public life and personal development, understanding that her artistry was intertwined with her identity. In navigating these challenges, Darci also gained insight into herself as both a young person and an artist, discovering strengths, limitations, and passions that informed her creative growth. While the pressures of professional life could be overwhelming, her experience also offered opportunities for resilience, reflection, and self-awareness. She learned the value of structure, self-management, and perseverance, developing emotional intelligence that supported both her personal growth and artistic evolution. Ultimately, Darci's ability to balance these worlds reflects not only her talent, but also the careful nurturing of a supportive family and her own commitment to thriving despite extraordinary circumstances. Challenges behind the scenes. Even amid public recognition and applause, Darci faced personal and professional challenges behind the scenes. The entertainment industry, especially for a young performer, can be complex and demanding, and Darci quickly learned that talent alone does not guarantee smooth navigation of professional relationships. She interacted with mentors, producers, and other industry figures, and these relationships evolved as expectations changed, often requiring her to adapt and assert herself in ways that felt unfamiliar at such a young age. Constructive feedback, while critical for growth, also demanded emotional maturity, as she had to process critique without losing confidence in her abilities. Darci's experiences in these moments taught her to balance professionalism with authenticity, understanding how to maintain her own artistic vision while collaborating with others. She also learned about personal boundaries, recognizing the importance of advocating for herself and her creative choices. Behind-the-scenes experiences reinforced resilience, patience, and problem-solving skills, qualities often invisible to the public eye but crucial for sustainable success. These moments were formative, helping Darci cultivate self-awareness, self-respect, and the ability to navigate a world that mixes adult expectations with the vulnerabilities of childhood. By confronting these challenges head-on, she strengthened her confidence and established a foundation for creative independence, proving that growth often occurs in the quiet, unseen moments just as much as it does on stage. Reinvention and artistic growth. As Darci matured, she began exploring new dimensions of her artistry, moving beyond puppetry to incorporate guitar and solo singing into her performances. This shift was both exciting and daunting, representing a conscious decision to redefine herself and expand her creative expression. Reinvention came with challenges, as some fans were initially unsure about the transition from her iconic puppet-based performances to a more direct, personal style. Yet for Darci, it was a necessary step in pursuing authenticity and artistic growth. By experimenting with new instruments, musical genres, and performance styles, she developed confidence in her own voice and identity, demonstrating that evolution is an integral part of any creative journey. This period also required her to balance respect for her existing audience with the courage to take risks and explore unfamiliar territories. Reinvention demanded vulnerability, as she had to trust herself, embrace criticism, and navigate uncertainty, all while maintaining the poise she had cultivated over years of performance. Beyond skill, it highlighted her artistic curiosity, perseverance, and dedication to personal expression. This phase of growth underscores a fundamental truth in the life of an artist. True artistry is not static, and success is measured not only by public acclaim, but by the willingness to challenge oneself, take risks, and continually develop one's craft. Darci's journey through reinvention reflects resilience, courage, and a commitment to evolving as both a performer and an individual. Standing up for creative control. As Darci's career progressed, she became increasingly determined to assert her creative independence. The pursuit of opportunities to write her own music, perform solo, and experiment with new artistic directions marked a turning point in her professional development. These ambitions required persistence, courage, and careful negotiation with mentors, production teams, and industry professionals who sometimes had differing expectations. By advocating for her creative voice, Darci learned valuable lessons about self-advocacy, boundary setting, and maintaining personal integrity in a highly demanding environment. Standing up for creative control was not just about artistic preference. It was a process of understanding her identity as a performer and her responsibility to herself as a young artist. These experiences taught her resilience in the face of disagreement, patience when navigating professional dynamics, and the importance of staying true to her vision while honoring the collaborative nature of the entertainment industry. Darci's insistence on creative autonomy also offered a broader example for other young performers, showing that it is possible to pursue professional success without compromising personal expression. Her experience underscores that creative freedom is both a right and a responsibility, and that advocating for oneself is an essential skill for sustainable, fulfilling growth in any professional arena. Advocacy and speaking out. Darci's journey evolved beyond personal performance into a platform for advocacy, highlighting the importance of self-expression, autonomy, and the well-being of young performers. Moving from puppetry to more direct, authentic performance allowed her to reclaim her voice and demonstrate that artistry should honor both personal vision and emotional health. Through interviews, public appearances, and storytelling, she encouraged young artists to prioritize self-confidence, creative exploration, and personal boundaries. Darci's openness about her experiences shed light on the pressures faced by child performers and the need for supportive environments that foster growth while protecting mental and emotional well-being. Her advocacy also emphasized the value of listening to young voices, understanding their perspectives, and respecting their choices in creative contexts. By speaking out, she transformed her personal journey into a meaningful example, showing that success is not solely about talent or public recognition, but about maintaining integrity, authenticity, and self-respect. Darci's work inspires peers and audiences alike to recognize that creative pursuits should be empowering, not exploitative, and that young performers deserve opportunities to thrive in safe, encouraging spaces. Her story demonstrates that personal advocacy is not just a career strategy, it is a vital part of maintaining one's humanity, voice, and identity in any demanding field. Impact on the entertainment industry. Darci's experiences resonated far beyond her personal achievements, prompting reflection on how young performers are treated in the entertainment industry. By sharing her story, she highlighted critical topics such as the importance of mentorship, creative autonomy, and personal boundaries. Her journey revealed the need for ethical standards, empathy, and communication in environments where the pressures of fame and professional expectations intersect with the vulnerabilities of childhood. Industry professionals and audiences alike were invited to consider how talent can be nurtured sustainably, ensuring that personal well-being is not sacrificed for the sake of performance. Darci's example emphasizes that success in entertainment is most meaningful when paired with care, respect, and support for the individual behind the talent. Her advocacy for creative expression and personal growth has contributed to discussions on best practices, inspiring others to consider the emotional and developmental needs of young artists. Beyond inspiring peers, her story encourages the industry to foster environments where creativity thrives alongside integrity, resilience, and humanity. In this way, Darci's journey has not only shaped her own path, but has also left a lasting influence on how young talent is recognized, guided, and protected in the broader entertainment world. Return to small stages and local performances. After the intensity of national fame, Darci returned to performing on smaller stages in Oklahoma, a decision that reflected both humility and a desire to reconnect with her artistry. Stripped of spectacle and puppets, these intimate performances allowed her to focus on authenticity, connecting directly with audiences through her voice, songwriting, and presence. The smaller stage became a laboratory for experimentation, where she could explore new musical directions, refine her craft, and engage with fans personally. This shift highlighted a vital lesson. Fulfillment in art is not determined by size of audience or level of fame, but by the depth of connection and the freedom to express oneself fully. These performances also offered opportunities for reflection, allowing Darci to process her journey, experiment with new ideas, and continue evolving without the pressures of national media attention. By embracing smaller, more personal venues, she reinforced her commitment to authenticity, growth, and the intrinsic joy of performance. This period served as a reminder that true artistic satisfaction often comes from meaningful expression rather than recognition alone, and that returning to one's roots can foster creativity, resilience, and genuine connection. Legacy and influence. Darci Lynne Farmer's story is one of perseverance, creativity, and authentic self-expression, leaving a lasting impact on both fans and the entertainment community. From a shy, musically inclined child in Oklahoma to a nationally recognized performer, she has navigated extraordinary challenges with grace, resilience, and curiosity. Her journey demonstrates that success is built not only on talent, but on courage, self-advocacy, and the willingness to grow and evolve artistically. By reclaiming her creative voice, exploring new performance styles, and advocating for the well-being of young performers, Darci has set an example for others to pursue their passions authentically while maintaining integrity and self-respect. Her story inspires aspiring artists to embrace both opportunity and challenge, to take risks, and to remain true to themselves amid external pressures. Beyond personal achievement.